And greetings gamers, and welcome to the first tutorial video I'm giving for Dynasty Warriors Online. This first video is going to deal with things that the game doesn't necessarily teach you, and that might prove useful. Like scaring the shit out of that guy. Okay, first things first. In this game, you're gonna want to look at the menus. So, of course, all of these things can be, explained. They're relatively simple to understand. And the game tells you mostly about all of them. Such as this, let me think. Force, conflict points, that's all. Relative, doesn't need to be known. What is good to know is game settings. And what you can do in here, not so much the graphic things, but things like display settings? Yes, things like this. Like, for example, you can turn on or off the word bubbles. Why you'd want them off, to be honest, is beyond me. You can also make the chat window in the bottom bigger or smaller, depending on what you want. You can have the mini-map up there, but you can always toggle those. Character names, you can have what, their status, what their rank is, who they serve, and all this stuff appears when you select a character, but doesn't appear when you how should I say, when you highlight them it appears, but when they're just normal like this, as you can see, only the title and the name, and of course their origin, like LY1 there, is Lu Yang. But the thing I really wanted to show you are these, the template settings and the chat settings. Let's go to chat settings first, because what you might notice there in the bottom left is that I have some white text and I have the party's chat in green. Now the default for everything is white. You can't really, it doesn't change. So what you need to do is come to chat settings here and basically make what you want here the different colors. Like, for example, I have when people use the shout command, which is basically over the entire town, if you will. Anyone in the town can hear it. Party, naturally only people in the party can hear it. Guild, say, only people in the guild can see it. And say, it's just people around you that can hear it. So for example, the two people who are sitting at the table can hear me say this. Tell is when you're whispering to a character, so only you and that other character can hear it. Pretty self-explanatory. Random, I have no idea what that is, to be honest. NPC, when an NPC is talking to you. Emote, when you're doing an action. For example, at the bottom left there you can see Tengri Rain sat down. So yes, you really want to change those colors to something you can easily identify, at least for party chat and guild. For example, what I've done. That's at least your minimum, in all honesty. It makes things a lot clearer, trust me. Next thing you want is the template settings. Now these are your things you can say during battle. For example, you can have, I have this okay, let's have some fun, which is what I say at the start of every battle. Number 2, our guard, so I'll defend this area. Number 3, I'm coming to help you. Number 4, we draw the line here, this far, no further. I will make them pay for what they've done. Number 5, we're doing a good job. Number 6, I need help. Number 7, don't expect me to thank you, so being a jerk. And number 8, just flattery, basically. Now, while these aren't really important, they do add a nice little flavor if you use them, and sometimes they're good to know. For example, if you need help, you don't have to type help me, which will no doubt get you killed. You can just push number 6, for example, and your character will say it anyway. But what you want to look here is town. Now, while all of these can be typed manually, and I usually type them, it's always good to have these, at least the ones you mostly use, quick what do I say? Bind it to a key. I can't talk today. I don't know. I have got a problem. So for example, you go think, you just push number 6, and sit, you push number 1. Now the reason I'm telling you that is because I'm about to use it here. Now for example here, you see I'm running. You can't walk in this game, but there is a trick to doing it. Just gotta tell them. I'll tell you lot how to walk. This is a glitch, quote unquote. It's a secret. Most people don't know this. So if you walk around, you're gonna look cool, and people are gonna ask you how to do it. Now the way I do it is simple. You need to get a surface that you can sit on. For example, this chair here. As you can see, when I push sit, he sits on the chair. He doesn't sit on the floor like he would if I was over here. See the difference? Okay. So you come over here, monkey dance, and what you need to do is do an emote. Now what I like to do is number 6, which is think, because you can break out of it, and tap the sit button repeatedly while you're doing it. And before you finish the animation for thinking, start walking in a direction. If you did it right, you should be able to walk around like so. See, I'm just holding the button now, and my character is walking. I can't run around anymore. It's impossible. Well, impossible. That is, if you want to run around, you need to sit again. And then when you get back up, as you can see, I'm running around again. That's how you do that. So if you have any more questions, post a comment. I'll try and answer them as best I can. But as for this video on the quote-unquote things the game doesn't teach you, that's about it. So tune in for the next video, which will be the tour of the town. See you then.